SULPHUR. There are very few athletes who get a chance to wear their family's name across their chests for 4 years, much less for a group that makes its home in championship games in multiple sports. Needless to say, Jay Curtis will never forget his last shining moment in a run full of them at the school named for his great-grandfather. The Patriots senior catcher led off the bottom of the 6th inning by hitting a 0-1 curveball just over the wall in left center field for a game-winning solo home run that propelled top-seeded John Curtis to a 2-1 victory over third-seeded St. Paul's in the Division I championship game here at McMurray Park on Saturday afternoon. It was the final at-bat, the final appearance for Curtis, who has started the past 3 seasons in both baseball and football. And as his uncle, Coach Jeff Curtis said, "There is no moment too big for that kid." Listen to the rebroadcast by clicking here. It also was the second consecutive state title for the Patriots, the third in 4 seasons and the 9th overall. "It's amazing to go out on such a special note," Jay Curtis said. "You just have to trust the process. I missed his curveball earlier in the game. I pretty much knew it was coming. I was ready for the fastball, but I was looking curveball. On the previous pitch, Curtis swung and missed so badly at an off-speed pitch, he nearly fell on his face on the other side of home plate. And, as fate would have it, while wearing that red, white and blue, the game winner looked for a moment like it would be a leadoff double, as it sailed toward the gap. But St. Paul's left fielder William Duncan kept going back and back and back, and with his last step, he watched the ball sail just over the other side of the wall. And the gods who have watched over the John Curtis Patriots over the past half-century struck their magic once again. It's special, because it's not often you get to coach a family member," said Jeff Curtis of his nephew, the son of former Curtis coach Johnny Curtis. "I have literally watched him since the beginning," and his mom put on social media the other day that Jay was born in a Curtis jersey. Jeff Curtis called the moment fitting, while Jay Curtis called it bittersweet. Last season, it was his All-State teammate, LSU signee Cade Belloso, who hit the bomb during Ian Landrino's no-hitter against Catholic for the game winner, and this year Curtis did it during a dominating performance by senior Will Ripple. In fact, this senior class goes out by going 59-10 over their final 2 seasons with 2 Division I titles after a 31-4 go-around this spring. "I got the utmost joy when Jay hit that home run. I was so excited for him. He works really, really hard, and he's a really great hitter," said Belloso, who went 2 for 3 in his final prep game. "It doesn't really matter who gets it done, as long as someone gets it done. Today, we scored more runs than they did, and we're holding the trophy. I couldn't be any more happy. It is definitely bittersweet knowing I won't be wearing this jersey anymore. I love every single person on this team, and the next step will be fun, but I am going to miss every single guy." It was a different kind of day for Ripple, also a LSU signee, who had to sit out last season after moving over from Texas. He made up for lost time this season, throwing a perfect game against Rummel 7 weeks ago and then starting the day against the Wolves by hitting a batter and striking out the next 6 batters. He collected 8 strikeouts through 3 innings before giving up a leadoff double in the 5th to Duncan, and his only real mistake came on a 2-strike, 2-out pitch to 9-hole hitter Nick Conigliaro, as Ripple launched one over his head too high for Curtis to grab. Duncan came home on the wild pitch to tie the score at 1, which set up Curtis' heroics in the 6th. In the top of the 7th, St. Paul's 23-12 tried to conjure some magic of their own, but the gods were having none of it. Freshman Matthew Russo doubled, but Duncan popped out to Ripple on a sacrifice bunt attempt. Connor Simon struck out, and for a split second, it looked like senior Caleb Lupo had come up with his third huge moment with the bat in a week. But his grounder to second was fielded by Jordan LaBruza, and the celebration was put into motion. The crowd had me excited, and although my fastball was a little off, I had the curveball working, said Rapol, who gave up just the one earned run in a complete Game 3 hitter, walking none, hitting 2 and striking out 13 on the way to being named the game's most outstanding player. Quote, "We just had to stay focused. And if we apply the pressure, there is no pressure. Sitting out last year was miserable watching game by game go by on the bench. I knew I was going to have this opportunity, and I just had to make sure I took advantage of it." Meanwhile, the Wolves have nothing to hang their heads about, and coach Mick Nunez wasn't ashamed to say he was happy with the way the season ended, not that his group lost, but the way they fought. In all actuality, there were few who expected this be a close game, much less for St. Paul's to have a legitimate chance to win. Not only did they have a chance, but they gave the Patriots their toughest test, by far, since they came back from playing in a national tournament in North Carolina 2 months ago. And unlike their opponent, the cupboard is full for next season, as just 2 seniors started for the Wolves on Saturday, a day where the rest of their classmates were celebrating graduation day in Covington. "When we got off the bus, I told them all I wanted was for them to play tough, and we played as tough as you can," said Nunez, who was an assistant coach for Rick Malden the last time the Wolves were in a state title game 19 years ago. "I didn't think the pitch was a bad pitch, and I didn't think it was a home run when Curtis hit it. But it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying, and I just tip my cap to him. I'm not mad. I am real excited. It's always fun having a young team, and it's more fun with a young talented team. And with a young, talented team that is fun and works hard, I can't tell you how excited I am for the future. Next year, I have 11 seniors, and I think their leadership is going to carry over because we have some pretty good very young kids." Scoreline Street. Paul's 000100130, John Curtis 0001001x251, Top Hitter Street. Paul's, Matthew Russo and William Duncan each went 1 for 3 with a double, while Duncan scored the only Wolves run. Curtis, J. Curtis, 1-2, game-winning HR. His spot scored the Patriots' only 2 runs. Courtesy runner Shane Goins scored the first run. Cade Belloso, 2-3. Colin Guggenheim, 1-1, 2B, BB. Deciding pitchers WP, Will Rapol, 7 IP, 1 R, 1 ER, 3 H, OBB, 13 KLP, Connor Simon, 6 IP, 2 R, 2 ER, 4 H, 3 BB, 1 K asterisk 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 asterisk. Jim Derry can be reached at jderry@nola.com or 504.826.3531. Follow him on Twitter at www.twitter.com/JimDerryJR.